We are live on YouTube. Huh? Okay, okay, bye.
Shall we start, Professor Maninder?
Yeah. So, very good evening to all of you. So, welcome to this webinar. Yeah. Welcome to this webinar. To all of you. So, welcome to this webinar. Ajay sir, you can start, please.
Okay. Okay. So, good evening, participants to this webinar being done by Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, right? This is the admissions related webinar. We have only very recently announced a change in the criteria on which we will be admitting our students. With me today is Professor S.S. Bhatia. You can see him on screen right now. He is the Dean of Academic Affairs and is also the chairman of the admission committee. He will talk to you directly in a few minutes after I finish. My name is Ajay Batish, and I am the Deputy Director of Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. And in my capacity as Deputy Director, I'm talking to you and tell you something about Thapar Institute in a little more detail. Otherwise, I'm a professor in mechanical engineering. So if there are questions related to mechanical engineering, I'll be very happy to answer towards the end of the seminar. So let me start with a very brief presentation about Thapar Institute. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to set up the slides. Right. So the slide which has come up on your screen is actually showing history of Thapar Institute. We started in 1956 as an engineering college affiliated to Punjab University, Chandigarh at that time. And later on, we were affiliated to Punjabi University, which was another university which came up in the city of Patiala in mid-60s sometime. And by the middle of 80s, we had gained enough traction, and we had, by an act of parliament, we were declared as an autonomous institution and were given the status of deemed university, which actually meant that we could now run all our programs on an autonomous mode, and it gave us financial as well as academic autonomy. At that point in time, this was a very coveted status, and so we continue to march and do very, very well in terms of teaching and learning pedagogical inputs to the students, right from 1956 onwards and until today. What you see on this screen is some milestones. So 1985, we became a deemed university, and although we remained primarily an engineering college, in 2007, we started our management programs, which started in Patiala initially, and then moved to another campus of ours in a place called Dera Basi, which is about half an hour away from Chandigarh Airport. And that campus has been now running the MBA program. And for the last 3 years, we have also now been running an undergraduate program in computer science in a 2+2 mode, which means 2 years students stand in the off campus, and then they return to Patiala to complete their undergraduate education in year 3 and year 4. 2015 was another milestone year for us when we actually started this contemporization program. The word contemporization here actually means to be contemporary, right? So since 1956, we had invested very heavily into labs and other infrastructure, but it had started to look a little dated by 2000s onwards. So although all the equipment was in working mode and were some great piece of equipment, but it gave a look of of old times. So we wanted to modernize, we wanted to invest heavily into more digital equipment rather than analog type of equipment. That's when we started this program of contemporization and gave away 100 crore rupees to all the undergraduate laboratories for modernization. Besides this, we also earmarked about 700 crore rupees for modernizing our physical infrastructure, which actually meant building a new learning center, a new library, new lecture halls, and also student residences. So in the last 5 years, as this first phase of the contemporization program is actually getting completed, we have now put in over 700 crore rupees into the university, both in labs as well as in physical infrastructure. So this major lab modernization is taking place. From 2019 onwards, we have now, investing heavily into 6 research centers, thematic research centers, which are, a requirement of today's times in the areas like smart cities, data sciences, food security, animation and gaming, and I will discuss in a little more detail as we go further on this. This slide shows our rankings and accreditations. Thapar Institute is ranked in the 601 to 800 category in the world in the Times Higher Education World Rankings of 2020. And also now recently, the 2021 rankings were announced, and we continue to maintain our position there. Our computer science program is ranked in the 301 to 400 in the world. The top 10 in India in computer science program as far as the Times Higher Education World Rankings are concerned. We also had the Times Higher Education Asia rankings, which were released about a month ago, and we were ranked 156th in Asia. Many of you look at NIRF, sorry, which is the Government of India rankings, which were released in the month of June this year. And we were ranked 29th among us engineering institutions and 33 among us all universities in India. We are among us the private university. We are ranked 3rd in India, ranked 8th in employer reputation in India, and 20th in terms of research output, again, as per NIRF. On the right-hand side of your slide, you will see that we are accredited by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, which is very popularly called as NAC, as an A+ institution in 2019, and this is valid for a period of 5 years until 2024. All our eligible programs are accredited by National Board of Accreditation, which is a program accreditation. And many of our engineering programs are also accredited by ABET, which is the US accreditation of all engineering programs. So what I'm trying to show you here is that our programs are highly accredited, and we are also ranked among us the best in the world. If you look at our key parameters on which an institution is judged, we have in terms of academic excellence, we have 450 plus faculty. Almost all of them are PhD from top-notch institutions, and we have been now practicing this outcome-based teaching for the last 7 years. And we are probably pioneers in this field of teaching and learning. Our campus is a 250-acre, very lush green campus in the city of Patiala, right in the heart of Patiala city. And as I just mentioned to you, we already spent 600 crores towards building a world-class campus. So if somebody has been here 5 years ago and now visits the campus in recent times, you would see a huge difference in terms of investments that we have made into the campus and also into the laboratory equipment. Our research and innovation, one thing I just forgot to tell you, that in 1985, we did become a university. We continue to excel in teaching and learning, but one thing which all universities are actually expected to do is research. So our focus on research was a little delayed one, and we started to majorly focus on research in early 2000s and all, and this has now started to show results. We have over 7,000 plus published papers by our faculty, and we are among the top scorers of citations per published paper, which is actually an indication of the quality of the research being done by our faculty. Now, if the faculty is very research active, he or she is able to translate that into the classroom and inspire a lot of students towards research and innovation. We have some great collaborations, 10 of them, in fact, multi-level, which are institutional and where a lot of opportunities exist for students to do joint programs or for research or for student exchanges and summer programs. Our student selection is, we are a top preferred institution for the best students around the campus. As I just mentioned to you, this year, because of the pandemic, we are going to admit all our students on the basis of 10+2 merit. The current student strength on campus is about 10,000. So how has your life been in the last 2 years? If some of you attended my webinar about 2 months ago, maybe one or few of you might have seen this slide before, all your focus until now and until in your +2 has been preparing for JEE, going to school or to the tuition, doing work, studying very hard. And during all this time, you missed everything else, sports, games, play, music, everything you missed out. Also, alongside, until now, many of the courses were either very rote or very prescriptive. The classroom teaching primarily followed a standard textbook, and the exams had the main challenge to remember formulas and calculations. And moreover, the teacher, whether it was in the school or in your tuition classes, while like a sage on the stage, the teacher behaved as if he is the repository of all the knowledge in the world, and you went to him for each and every problem that you faced. So with this kind of a background coming in, when you arrive at Thapar, we have a different pedagogical structure. The way we offer our education, it is more outcome based, it is experiential, it's project led, it's entrepreneurial, and research inspired and self-directed. Now, these are all the words which you would have probably heard at some point in time. Sorry. Maninder, can you see the video, please?
Sir, there seems to be an issue with the video and the screen.
So what do you see right now on the slide?
We are just seeing the ranking and accreditation, sir.
So it hasn't moved thereafter?
No, sir.
So what should I do?
No, actually your video is freeze.
Hello?
Ajay?
Yes?
Your video is not available. It has frozen.
So what has happened is it's probably frozen and is hanged.
Yeah.
So can you give me 2 minutes to restart?
Sure, sir.
Right? Maninder, meanwhile, you can probably answer a few questions for students.
Yeah, you can, right? Please.
I'll just give me 2 minutes to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so moving on to the question, we are very sorry for the inconvenience. There seems to be a technical glitch. So we'll move on to the question and answer round. So another news that we have, Dr. Maninder Singh, the head of the computer science department. So he'll be there to answer some of the questions that are related to computer science. So the first question is, what is the overall cutoff that is for computer science that we are looking for this year?
See, at this point of time, as you know, just previous day, the results were out. So we are fetching the results from CBSE website, and we'll let you know actually at this point of time, I may not have answer for this, that what would be the cutoff, but based on the previous year data, so we can think that if a person has 94 to 96% marks in +2, outside Punjab candidates would be able to secure the seat in any of the computer variants branches which we have.
Right, sir. So there is also some question regarding the difference between computer engineering and computer science and engineering.
Yeah, computer science and engineering and computer engineering. So major difference is that in computer engineering program, we have few design projects, and then we also have microprocessor as one of the subjects and embedded system as one of the subjects, which are not part of our CSE course curricula. So basically, if you look at the differentiation, computer engineering is more oriented towards engineering paradigm, whereas computer science is application oriented approach.
Right, sir. Sir, has the UGC granted the permission to start the new session?
Just hold a second. I'm getting call from D.
Sure, sir. Yeah, we're really sorry for the inconvenience. We'll just get back to you very soon. Just give us a few moments, yeah?
Yes, Ajay, we can see you.
So you're muted.
Ajay, unmute yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so I just need to open my presentation. Just give me 1 second. So can you see it now?
Yes.
And you see this paradigm shift. Wally,
Yeah.
slides?
Please go start from here. No problem.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. Dear participants, technical glitch, really couldn't help it. So I have to restart. I was here where we talked about, your life until now and what will you get when you actually join Thapar Institute. And I mentioned to you that what we offer to students is an outcome-based education, which is project-led, experiential, is entrepreneurial, self-directed, and research-inspired. And I will spend just a couple of minutes on each one of on each one of them, just to give an example of how do we offer this project-led education. In year 1 and year 2, we compulsorily offer 2 projects to all students. One is building a catapult, and the other one is an autonomous buggy project. So what you see on the left-hand side is a picture of a catapult which students in groups of 4 or 5 build, and this requires you to use your knowledge of physics, some electronics, and programming. Now, students actually generally start with a simulation, which you do complete by using an Excel sheet and using the simple projectile motion formulas which you learned in physics, simulate the path of a ball which is thrown with the help of a catapult. Later in the project, students go to the workshop and build and assemble a catapult. And the project ends with students actually running a competition in which they are supposed to throw this ball at a certain distance. And in between, in the electronics program, they are given a concept of measurement of angular velocity of this arm, of the throwing arm, which is actually used for this catapult. So it's a combination of electronics, computing, manufacturing, as well as a little bit of physics. As you go to the second year, there's another project which students do, which is called as a buggy project, but it's an autonomous vehicle project, which actually means these vehicles that you see have to follow a certain path, which is drawn on a board, and you have to program them so that they can avoid some obstacles. Hey, this also is a competition which requires students use their knowledge on computer programming as well as electronics. As you go to year 3, more discipline specific projects come in, right? So if you're a civil engineer, you will do a civil engineering project, as you can see on the right hand side. Similarly, if you're a mechanical engineer, you will do a mechanical engineering project. A computing student will do a computing project, and so on and so forth. And in year 4, there is a culmination project which is called capstone, in which you use the knowledge you have gained in all the previous 3 or 4 years and build a large design project which is called as a capstone project. And also, all our students go for a project semester, which is an industry internship for a period of 1 full semester. Now, this changes from discipline to discipline. Mechanical engineering students go in the 6th semester, many others go in the 8th semester, and some go in the 7th semester. So you can see in both year 1, year 2, 3, and 4, there is a heavy dosage of projects which students undertake. So that's why I call this as a project-led education. I also mentioned to you about experiential education. In the year 2018, we hired a top professor from University of Waterloo who spends 4 months every year at Thapar Institute and works with students in building small experiential activities. Just to give an example, when the students come into the first year, say in mechanical engineering, we give them a Honda engine and show them a video, tell them what this engine contains, and then we ask them to rip it apart. Once the students open the engine, we make them reassemble it in a period of 4 hours. The idea here is not to make them experts in engine, but to start building a certain vocabulary, a design vocabulary. Students start to see what is the bearing, what is the connecting rod, what is the crankshaft. So they start to build these terminologies, and such projects are given in every program. So, and as you go from first year to second year, the level of these projects actually keeps going up. And in the 3 years period, first 3 years of your study, you will do close to 6 experiential education activities on campus. You can see some more examples of it. This is in the electrical engineering and electronics engineering, where they do motor winding or a design of an IoT-based system, making an inverter, or doing home electrification. There are students who are building an e-jeep and e-transport, students who are actually building a racing car. So all those projects come under this. Pilots for radio. This is a civil engineering student. As you can see, they're making a canoe or a boat, which is actually made of concrete, which is supposed to float, right? So these are all some examples of the kinds of projects which students do. So we have experiential, outcome-based, and project-led education that we offer to all the students. In terms of giving access to students in latest technologies, we have set up 6 centers of excellence. As you can see on this slide, this is on food security, frontier or emerging materials, advanced manufacturing, big data, smart cities, and animation and gaming. Each of this center is actually led by a top professor from a world's top university. Right. So at this point in time, like emerging materials is being led by a professor from Virginia Tech. The Food Security Center is led by a professor from Tel Aviv University in Israel. Similarly, an advanced manufacturing center is also led by a professor at Tel Aviv. Smart cities and animation and gaming centers are led by professors from Trinity College Dublin. So you can see that our model is like this. So we have the institution. We have a top international university partner, we have industry partner, and there are a lot of undergraduate, PhD, master's students attached to them to inspire students to take up research and innovation in their lives. So this is what we have done. A lot of students benefit from this. At this point in time, several projects are running under the theme of each of the Center of Excellence. Just to give an example, this is the Center of Excellence in emerging materials, as I just mentioned to you, which is done with Virginia Tech, and Professor Roop Mahajan, who's a distinguished professor and a Bell Lab fellow at Virginia Tech, leads this center for us. He spends 4 months every year at Thapar Institute, 2 or 3 times in a year, and is right now running 11 projects plus 4 others with our faculty and students. Similarly, we have the other center, which is food security. As I just mentioned to you, this is led by Professor Yossi Shacham, who's a Thapar chair for food security and is a professor at Tel Aviv University in Israel. And they do some really cutting edge projects like digital villages, which is a combination of biotechnology, life sciences, electronics, and computer science. A lot of data mining is being done. A lot of sensors are being used to map, crop and everything. And then computer science students are doing data mining work for this. Similarly, there are many other projects which are actually being done in the Food Security Center and so on. I'm not going to go into details of every other center, but this is how these centers are running. We have also set up a venture lab on our campus. This has been set up in collaboration with the University of Groningen in in Netherlands. And all these students are offered a compulsory course on innovation and entrepreneurship in the second year. Besides this, there are a lot of other activities which keep going on the campus. And at any given point of time, all students who have an innovative idea can apply to a committee in the Innovation Center Venture Lab and take a seed grant and run a company. At this point in time, about 16 companies are running from the campus, all run by students, and a lot of mentorship support is being provided by the university and also entrepreneurs from outside Thapar University campus. So a lot of other activities which keep going on in this. We have some very significant partnerships, and in each of these partnerships, we offer student exchanges, we offer joint programs, and there is a lot of research, also going on with each one of these relationships. So as you can see with Trinity College Dublin, we have a joint program in a 2+2 mode, which students can study 2 years here and then go to Trinity College and get their degree. Similar program exists with University of Leeds, which is for chemical engineering. With Virginia Tech and University of Toledo, they are in the US. We have joint programs as well as research initiatives. With University of Groningen, we have now collaborated for liberal arts. University of Queensland and University of New South Wales, again, student exchange programs, and Tel Aviv University research and student exchanges. So these are some very significant partnerships that we have developed over the last few years. As I just mentioned to you, we ran a very major physical and lab modernization program in the last 5 years. So a lot of new construction and a lot of refurbishment which has taken place on the campus. And what you see on the slide here is some pictures of the new buildings which have come up. So as you can see, these are student residences, the hostels where students are now currently living. This is the new computer science building, the new lecture hall complex, and the library, the 3 buildings put together, which is the whole thing is called as a learning laboratory, right? So these are some of the new buildings which have come up. These are the kind of classrooms you will go and sit in, right? So all centrally air conditioned with acoustics, with best of the audio visual facilities available in each of the classrooms here. These are some of the sports facilities that we have, international athletic track, the cricket grounds, basketball, volleyball, you name a sport, you will find the facility existing on the Thapar University campus. This is the lawn tennis courts and the cricket fields and so on. So we have prepared adequately for the post-pandemic reality, and we are aware that it may not be possible to start the semester immediately after the admissions are done. So at this point in time, all our faculty are busy creating e-content for all the courses which are going to be offered during the next semester. The ongoing students will actually start classes from next week, but the new students would start from the first week of September. And by that time, we would have shared with you the entire e-content and also online classes. Of course, we value face-to-face teaching a lot. As and when the environment is conducive and we are ready, we will want you to come and stay on this wonderful campus. With this, I will close my presentation, and I'll be here around to answer your queries. I'm going to pass on to Professor S.S. Bhatia, who will now discuss with you the admission criteria for this semester. So just give me 1 second before I start his presentation. Just 1 second, I'm just starting it. Okay, so Professor Bhatts.
Thanks, Professor Ajay, for sharing about Thapar Institute, for briefing all about Thapar Institute. So now I'm Dr. S.S. Bhatia. I'm professor in mathematics and Dean of Academic Affairs and looking after the admissions at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. So This is the first slide. Why TIIT? Of course, I have written video stop.
Sir, your slide is going on.
इस पे चालू कर।
मैं ले आप बात कर सकते हो, बात आपकी सुन रही होगी।
SSB 2023.
Incorrect email ID है आपको।
नहीं ईमेल हाँ रूम कर तो आप बात करें बात करते हो
So you can mute one of the participants to ask question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I can answer. Mahinda?
Yeah, we are asking, sir. Just hold.
So we've got Ritik.
155.
Ritik, if you want to ask, please go ahead. Okay, let's go with
Ritik, you have any question to answer?
Sir, what
Ask
will I
for?
get in 88% PCM aggregate? Approx. Hello.
Professor Bhatia,
Ji, yeah.
sir, he is asking what branch I will get. I have 88% aggregate marks in PCM.
Okay.
See, from which are you from?
He is from Punjab or outside Punjab?
Outside Punjab.
You have done your +2 from outside Punjab or
Yes.
from Punjab?
Outside Punjab, sir.
Outside Punjab.
Okay. So the probability is to get electronics and computer, mechanical engineering.
There are chances that he may get electronics and communication, mechanical, mechatronics, and there is a little bit chance of getting electronics and computer also,
Okay.
or computer science and engineering at Derabasi.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But these are the chances at the third or at the third round of counseling.
Sir, in first round, what will I get?
In the first round, you will be able to get either electronics and communication, mechanical engineering, all other branches except computing and electronics and computers.
Yeah, rightly said.
So is the probability of getting computer engineering in last rounds?
That's what we are saying. See, last date is 31st July. So we are expecting huge number of people to apply during this time also. So till the 31st July, we'll prepare the merit list and then only we'll be able to let you know where is your chance.
On 5th of August, first list of the online counseling schedule will be open out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
okay. Let's go with Prachur. Prachur, if you want to ask a question, please go ahead. Okay, let's go with Abhinav.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Prachur, please go ahead.
I have got 82% marks in as an aggregate. What is the possibility of my child's getting admission in your institute? And
Sir, what is his PCM score, please?
PCM is
Physics,
maths.
chemistry, mathematics in 10+2. The chemistry
10,
can be replaced by biology, computer science, or any other technical vocational subjects.
chemistry, if it can be substituted by typography.
No,
He was
sir.
okay. Maths 53 out of 80.
No, sir. Total, you just give us the percentage. We'll let you know where your chances are.
So should I convert first out of 100?
Yes, sir. It has to be out of 100.
Okay, okay, I'm telling you. Maths.
Meanwhile, you can other person can allow some other person to ask. Meanwhile, he does his mathematics.
Sure, sir. Abhinav Mishra.
Hello, sir. Will JEE January mains marks be considered?
Sir, will JEE mains marks be considered? That's the question.
See, for the first 3 rounds, we will be considering JEE Main January marks for tie breaking. And if the JEE Main September exam is conducted and the result is declared, rank is declared by NTA, then after that, all the rounds will be done on the basis of JEE Main
For the vacancy.
rank for the vacant seats.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, let's go with Sneha. Sneha. Okay, let's go with Ashish Chavla. Ashish Chavla.
Sir, hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Please ask your
Sir,
question.
I want to ask that, sir, I have got 75% aggregate in PCM in my 10+2.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, which branch?
So the question is, he's got 75% in PCM.
Okay.
What is his chances to get in which branch will he get?
You can expect civil engineering, chemical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics and instrumentation engineering, biotechnology, biomedical engineering.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
Ashish. All right. Thanks. All right. Let's go with Uday.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Go ahead, Uday.
Sir, actually, the problem I'm facing is that today I tried to upload my attachment of my 10+2 result and the JEE on the on my form application online, but it was not getting attached. So, is there a technical problem in the form?
Okay. So your 12th mark sheet is not getting attached.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, the issue is that his 12th mark sheet is not getting attached in the portal. So what should be his next step?
There's no problem. We are fetching your result online and we'll give you ample time in order to produce your original documents. Okay, so don't worry about if you're not able to upload due to some technical glitch, if there is some problem. So
Okay,
you
sir.
can, you don't need to worry about that.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Let's go with Aryan Rastogi. Okay. Let's go with Rohit.
Hello, am I audible? Hello, good evening, sir.
Just 1 second, Aryan. Yeah, Rohit, please go ahead.
Sir, I have got PCM aggregate of 80.54. Can I get any branch?
You've got an aggregate of
80.54 in PCM.
Okay. So what branch? But he's got an 80.14 in PCM. What aggregate will he get?
How much is the PCM aggregate?
80.54. 80.54.
Is there any branch except computers and electronics and computer and electronics and communication?
Can I get mechanical?
Chances are there, sir, but at this point of time, it's we are very apprehensive to tell you those. The reason being, still there are lots of many applications which are pouring in.
And sir, my friend has 90.54. What are the chances for him to get computer science and engineering?
So he will get electronics and computer most probably, but not computer science and engineering, because the marks there are pretty high.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
सर अनम्यूट कर लो अपने आप को, अनम्यूट कर लीजिए अजय.
अनम्यूट ये कर दीजिए.
Yeah, good.
So should we start with the session, sir, or just one more question?
Continue. We are able to listen to you, Ajay sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hanji, Aryanji, you want to ask a question? Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I am Aryan's father. So my son has got aggregate as 95%, and his JEE Mains percentile is also 97.
Okay.
So I want him to be admitted in computer science and engineering. So what are the chances? And number two is that suppose if we secure a seat over there, and because nobody knows about JEE Mains happening in September. So what is the refund policy? Like, if you can tell us.
Sir, sorry, lost your voice. Can you repeat the question, please?
Sir, I have two questions.
Yeah, please.
My son has got 95% as aggregate.
Okay.
And his JEE Mains January score was 96.7 percentile.
Okay.
So whether he will be able to secure a seat in computer science and engineering?
Sir, what is his PCM? Or if you remove chemistry, you can have some other vocational technical subject. What would
Sir,
be?
he was having PCM and English along with physical education.
Okay,
all
so
five.
What is the PCM score, sir? PCM, sir.
In all the 5 subjects, he has scored 95. So it is
No,
95.
sir. In only what I am asking, see, the admission is only based on PCM score, or you can remove chemistry and replace it with some vocational technical subject.
His PCM is 95%.
Okay, so he has fair good chance to get one of the computing streams.
Okay.
Yeah.
And second question I just wanted to ask, if you can answer. Suppose if we get a seat reserved there, so and tomorrow if we decide to switch over to some other college, so is there any refund policy as well?
Yeah, the refund policy is available on our website, sir. A complete document is given, and it is everything is made clear there that how much refund you can get back based on the duration when you are going to withdraw the seat.
Okay.
And
lastly, one thing, sir. Today I attempted to. Hello.
372.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today I attempted to upload his JEE Mains score and 12th mark sheet, but I do not know, for some reason it is not getting uploaded.
Sir, that will get it checked from our technical team, but kindly be assured there is not a problem if you are not able to upload those. So we'll give you enough time to submit your documents.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ji.
Okay. So take more questions, or are we moving to the presentation?
You take one or two questions. There's still some technical problem with their system.
Okay, sir. Let's go with Ria. Ria, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, Ria.
Yeah, sir. I'm just asking that I have got 96.33 is my PCM. Will I be able to get computer engineering?
There are very good chances of you getting computer engineering.
Okay, sir. And since I am also preparing for JEE Advanced, And you are saying that the classes will start from first week of September. And
Yes.
JEE Main is on, JEE Advanced is on 27th of September. So how can I attend the classes then?
No, see, you have to make a mind whether you want to see
Sir,
side by
listen.
side.
Sir,
Side by
listen,
side, you can
I can't leave my options for JEE Advanced and IIT.
So
Means
we are,
only
that's
because
what.
I am
See,
because
that's what.
you are doing the admissions very early, so I have to register in your institute also. I think most of the people have the same problem.
See, Ria, the thing is like this. This time, most of the classes till September, till October, or whenever the situation becomes okay with everybody to come to face in their colleges and universities. So everything is online. So you will have all the material, everything available. And if
Sir,
you have
that
some
I know.
doubts, we'll have doubt classes and all.
The problem is not that. I'm just asking you, if I'm attending the online classes of Thapar, then how can I prepare for the JEE Advanced? Because that is my final aim.
That is the choice you have to make, whether you want to be
At this
here or
point of time, I can't make a choice of between JEE Advanced and Thapar. So this means I should not get admitted to your institute because you are doing early admissions.
No.
Because
See what
anyhow, if I have better, anyhow, if I have better chances, I will certainly go for that. So IIT is my, I cannot be assured that I will get IIT at this point of time.
Okay.
So I have to prepare for that also, and I'm preparing from last 2 years and more than that also. So I have to keep that also in mind. And
Ria, number
I'm
one.
staying in yeah.
See, if you can listen, please.
Yes.
I have heard your question. I have understood what you are asking. Okay. So
Yes,
kindly listen to the answer. Okay. So see, the thing is
Mhm.
like this. The date which have been published by NTA, and they say that they are going to conduct exam of JEE Main in month of September. I don't know how many people are sure about that date. Number one. Number two, if it doesn't happen in the month of September and they say now it is going to happen in October, then what will happen? So you need to understand both faces of the coin.
Yep.
So keeping those things in mind, kindly sit at home, discuss with your parents, and then decide what is to be done.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Let's go with Atul.
Hello.
Yeah, Atul ji.
I'm father of a Purv Sharma.
Okay.
He had scored 96 percentile in JEE, although the class 12 PCM is 84. So that's a type of setback. We were thinking that in your institute, when I attended the last webinar, I understood that he will be getting some of the computing branches. But are you going to consider JEE Main's January score also, or it will be just only on PCM?
Sir, at this point of time, we have already published it on our website that we will be considering JEE Main for tiebreaker cases.
Okay.
But the admission for the time being is being done through your your +2 score.
Okay, and in case
after the third counseling, if the seats are vacant and JEE second round also happens, so we will be able to offer the seats to the JEE candidates also.
And how are the chances of getting what branches can be available at 84 PCM? Just a guesstimate.
84 PCM, anything except computing and electronics and computers and mechanical. Rest of the branches are there.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Let's go with Hardik Goel. Okay. Let's go with Ajay. Ajay Mathurji.
Dipto, can you hold it for a second? We'll just make the people live, huh?
Sure, sir.
Right.
Yeah,
So, Maninder,
you can start, please.
should I start?
Yeah, please, sir.
Okay, right. First of all, kindly excuse us. Very sorry that due to some technical error, we could not contact with you. And I shall be hurriedly going through the presentation. So these are the various programs which TIET offers in Patiala campus. That is BE BTech, dual degree program BE MBA, and BE lateral engineering program. And we are offering liberal arts programs in BA, BSc, and BBA honors. Apart from that, we are offering master's program in the form of ME MTech, MCA 2 years program, MSc programs in sciences, MA in psychology, and PhD program. So these are the various programs which Thapar Institute is offering to the students. So these are the UG programs which Thapar Institute is offering. That is biotechnology, biomedical engineering, chemical engineering, computer science and engineering at Patiala campus as well as at Derabasi campus. We have an off campus at Derabasi, which is around 20 kilometers from the Chandigarh airport. There also we are running computer science and engineering program. So we have a computer science and business system program, which is we have an MOU signed with the TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and with them we are running computer science and business system program also. So then we have electrical engineering, civil engineering, electrical and computers engineering. This program we have started just now this year from 2020 session, and electronics, instrumentation and control engineering, electronics and computers. This is also around 4 years old program. So first batch will be graduating. First batch has already graduated from this electronics and computers. So means it is 5th year of this program right now in Thapar Institute. Electronics and communication engineering, it is our age-old program. Mechatronics is also around 7 to 8 years program. Mechanical engineering is again an age-old program, right from 1956. This program is being running. Mechanical production engineering also. So I have given a star that this BE program in computer science and engineering, which is being run at Derabasi campus of TIET. This will run in first 2 years. You will be studying at Derabasi, and the remaining 2 years, that is the year 3 and year 4, the students will come back to the Patiala campus for finishing their degree. So these are the different programs being offered by TIET. Now you see, looking at the present scenario due to the Corona COVID-19, you see there is a total uncertainty about the JEE Mains examination to be held in the country, whether it will be held in or not even in September. Of course, they have extended, Government of India have extended the date till 1st of September to 6th September. But looking at the uncertainty, we have revised our eligibility criteria for admissions in 2020 in UG program. And you know that most of the good institutions in India, like VIT, has also switched over to 10+2, and we have. So we shall be offering admission on the basis of 10+2 marks, right? And we have put a condition of that student must have at least 70% marks in physics, mathematics, and any one of the subject out of the chemistry, biology, biotechnology, or any some technical vocational subject. So we shall be offering the admission on the basis of the percentage of marks scored in 10+2 or equivalent examination in aggregate of the 3 subjects. Out of those 3, 2 must be physics and mathematics, and the 3rd subject can be out of any one out of chemistry, biology, biotechnology, and technical vocational subject. I'll be sharing with you the technical vocational subject as well. So I have written that desirable is that student must have appeared in JEE Mains 2020, either in January or of course in September. So these are the list of vocational subjects which we shall be replacing either with the chemistry. So biotechnology, computer science, information practices, multimedia, web technologies, engineering graphics, information storage, and electronics, business studies, electrical maintenance, general civil engineering, mechanical maintenance, and agriculture. So these, you see, either with the chemistry, you can replace biology, biotechnology, or any one of these subjects, right? So in case of any tie, that if in PCM marks you have a tie of the marks, then this tie will be broken by overall percentile score of JEE Mains January 2020. In case of tie at percentile, the same shall, even if you have a tie in the percentile, first you have a tie in PCM, then if you have a tie in this percentile of the JEE Mains January 2020 percentile, then we shall break the tie on the basis of your mathematics marks in JEE Main January 20. Even then, if it is same, then with physics. If it is same, then with chemistry. And lastly, those who have not appeared in JEE Mains 2020 January 20 examination, then that tie will be broken with the marks of 10+2 in English subject. So this is how we shall be breaking the tie in case you have the same, in case the students have the same marks in PCM. So this is the process of tie, how we shall be breaking it. So these are the number of seats available with us. In BE Tech, we have 2, 3, 3, 5 seats in a regular 4-year program. And this is dual degree 5-year program, which is in which we have 60 seats. And BE lateral entry, that is, we shall be admitting students in the second year. That will be having 240 seats. And this is liberal arts program in BA BSc, honors program, which will be having 60 seats. So this, I have given the breakup of all those seats. That is, in biomedical 60 seats, biotechnology 60 seats, chemical 60, civil engineering 120, computer engineering 750 seats, computer science and engineering Patiala campus 180, computer science and engineering Deravasi campus 120, computer science and business system, I told you this, we are running with the help of PCS, MOU signed with PCS. Last year we started this program and we have 60 seats, electrical engineering 120 seats. This program, electrical and computer engineering, we have started this year. Already we have got the approval from AICT to start this program, that is electrical and computer engineering with 60 seats, electronics and communication 210 seats, electronics and computer engineering 180 seats, electronics instrumentation and control 100 seats, mechanical engineering 225, and mechanical production engineering 30 seats, and mechatronics lastly, there are 60 seats. So this makes 2,395 total number of seats available in Thapar Institute at Patiala as well as Deravasi campus. So these are the important dates, very important for all of you. That last date to apply is 31st of July 2020. You know, and the first round of online counseling, we shall be coming out with the first list of successful candidates, and we shall be publishing that list of the successful candidates on August 5, and then fee to be deposited by those successful candidates is by August 10. So after August 10, you will not be available, you will not be eligible to deposit the fee. And second round of online counseling will be August 14, and you can deposit the fee by August 20. And the third round of online counseling will be August 24, and you can deposit the fee by August 28, 2020. So there's an important note for all of you, that the admissions for the vacant seats in the subsequent round of counseling will be done on the basis of JEE Main 2020 rank, only as and when JEE Mains 2020 result is declared. In case that is not there, that JEE Mains 2020 is not held till then the third, then means after, by the third round of counseling, if that JEE Mains 2020 result is not available, then the vacant seats will be filled on the basis of the criteria which we have told you, that is by which we have done the admissions in the first 3 rounds. So tentative date of last round of counseling will be September 15, 2020, right? In case result is not, then even then we will be admitting students on the basis of 10+2. So in case of vacant seat, if any, after the final round of counseling, you see, even after 15 September, there may be some vacant seats, and that information for the further rounds, if we are to hold the further rounds after September 15, that will be intimated on the website, and you are advised to visit our websites, that is admissions.thapar.edu frequently for further updates. And I can tell you that session of first year will start from September 1, 2020 in online mode. Already we have started our session for the second year, third year, and fourth year. By 20th of July, we are starting this session. Of course, by online mode. I may let you know that since for the last 2.5 months, we have requested, or we have rather advised our faculty member to prepare the e-contents of all the courses which are to be offered in the odd semester of the session 2020. And those e-contents of all the courses will be available on the website by 20 July 2020. So from 20 July, session for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th will start. And from September 1, session for first year will start, of course, through online mode. So this is the fee structure which will be you are to pay. That is the 23,000 rupees is the total fee which is to be payable only once during your 4-year science at the time of admission. And this is the fee which is per semester you are to pay. That is 1,84,200 for COE, CSE, and CSBS programs, and electronics, communication, electronics and computer, mechanical. The fee is 170,500, and for all other branches it will be 150,900 rupees. Then I told you that we are running a 5-year integrated program, MBA program also, and this is in this program we shall be awarding you 2 degrees, and there will be no exit program. At the end of 5 years, we shall give you 1 degree of your engineering and 1 degree of your MBA. So we are offering these dual degree program in electronics and communication engineering and mechanical engineering, 2 programs. This is 5-year integrated program. So this is another important thing, that once you finish your 2 years over here in your undergraduate program, after 2nd year, we give you some specialization with focused electives in different areas. Like in computer engineering, we shall be offering you 7 kind of focused areas, 7 kind of specializations, and these specializations will be offered to the students on the basis of CGPA, which you will be earning after the end of 2nd year. Okay, so these are high performance computing, computer animation and gaming, data science. First 2 years you will be studying the general computer science subjects, but after 2nd year, mainly you shall be studying the specialized programs on high performance computing, computer animation and gaming, data science, information and cyber security, DevOps and continuous delivery, financial derivatives, mathematics and computing. Similarly, in other branches also, that in chemical engineering after 2nd year, we shall be giving the focused electives on petroleum engineering, energy and materials. In electrical engineering, we shall be giving focused electives on data analytics, real-time systems, smart electrical networks. In civil engineering, we shall be offering structural engineering, smart and sustainable materials, smart cities, infrastructure development and management. And finally, in electronics, instrumentation and control also, industrial automation, biomedical instrumentation and smart system. So these will be different specializations which are available with us after 2nd year. So these, we can say that these focused electives we shall be offering to all of you. So now I'll be highlighting 2 or 3 slides on admission of foreign national or NRI candidates. FN means the foreign national, that is the students who are citizen of the country other than India, and NRI candidates, those who have done. So NRI will be meaning that those who have done +2 from outside India. So their 12th class, they must have done from outside India. That is, the qualifying examination must be from abroad. So this is our definition of NRI, right? But in foreign national, he should be citizen of the other country. So eligibility, there will be no requirement of any test for admission under NRI or foreign national. Candidate must have passed 12th examination with at least 60% marks in aggregate of physics, mathematics, and any one of these subjects which I have told you, that in chemistry, biology, biotechnology, and technical vocational subjects. So there is a condition of only 60% marks for NRI candidates, admission under NRI. And those NRI candidates, they can get admission in BE, BTech, BA, BSc, BBA honors also. They can get admission in ME, MTech also. In all programs, you can be considered for admission under the NRI candidates. So this is a fee structure for NRI students or foreign national students, that this $450 will be only at the time of admission fee. And for Gulf candidates or Southeast Asia candidates, or African countries, the fee for BE Tech will be $6,000 US, and for SAARC country candidates, the fee will be 3,68,400, and for rest of the world, it will be $8,000 US. And rest fee also I have mentioned over here for MA, MCA, MSc, ME, MA, and PhD. So these are the various fees of the hostel charges. So apart from this, we are offering lateral entry program, that is in BE Tech. Directly, we shall be admitting students in the second year on the basis of the marks obtained in the diploma. So these are the various programs in all of the branches, like in chemical engineering, civil, computer engineering, computer science, in case of lateral engineering entrance program. So this is the eligibility condition I have mentioned over here, that students must have done diploma from Polytechnic College or Institute affiliated. Here also we are admitting students under BE Tech lateral entry program directly on the basis of marks in 3 years diploma program, right? Or there may be diploma in relevant discipline of minimum 2-year duration also after 10+2. This is 3 years diploma program after 10th class 10, but there are some institutions who are offering 2-year diploma program after 10+2 some polytechnic colleges. So there also the condition is 60%, and the admission will be based on the, as I told you, that admission will be based on the merit of this diploma. And I may let you know that we shall be offering the admission under BE Tech lateral entry program with effect on 17th of July. And since you know that the results of the diploma are not so far out, so presently on 17th of July we shall be admitting students on the basis of their marks in the till the 5th of semester, because there are 6 semesters. Till 5th semester we shall be considering their marks, and on the basis of that we shall be offering the provisional admission to all the students under the BE Tech lateral entry program. So now I come to the campus placement, that is in the year 2019-20. Till February 29 data I am giving you, that total number of students, total number of organizations who have visited Thapar Institute, because you see after 29 February our mid-semester test started, and once mid-semester tests were over, then the COVID-19 came into picture, and we couldn't, no company visited Thapar Institute campus since then. So number of organizations who visited the TIT campus are 264, and total number of students placed are 971. In BE Tech it is 924, in MCA it is 15, in ME Tech program it is 32, and I have mentioned the highest CTC offered is 43.31 lakhs, and Microsoft was the company in which our students have gone with a package of 43.31, and average CTC of UG I have mentioned 8.27 lakhs per annum. So I have also mentioned that the placement scenario of Thapar Institute in different years, that is like in 1920, I have already mentioned you that 996 students so far have been offered the placements. In 18-19 session, around 1324 students were offered admissions out of 1450 students. And again in 17-18, there was a count of 1345, also about almost 1450 students, and 16-17 also there were 1213 students. So this is the placement scenario as regard Thapar Institute is concerned of UG program students. And I can also tell you that students having more than 6 CGPA in 18-19, around 95% of the students have already been placed with greater than 6 CGPA, and with the less than 6 CGPA, 29. So overall 91% students have been placed so far with CGPA greater than 6 or less than 6 CGPA. So I have mentioned the maximum or minimum salaries also in the year 15, 16, 16, 17 until 18, 19. 19, 20 I can't tell you because this process is still going on. So these are the various companies, a glimpse of some major recruiters who have visited Thapar Institute in 1920. That is Afcons, Elmos, Amadeus, Accenture, Amazon, and Samsung, Schneider, and Walmart, right? There are so many companies who have visited Thapar Institute campus. but I have mentioned only few. So now I'm mentioning you that we have some international partnerships also. So now I'll be asking my Dean of International Programs, Dr. Ajay Bhatt, who is looking after the admissions to the international programs, to say a few words about these international admissions. Dr. Ajay Bhatt.
Good evening. We have, these 6 relationships with which we offer joint programs in which students are able to spend some time in Patiala and then transfer to any of these institutions and complete their education from these universities and also get a degree award from them. The first program that we have with them is with Trinity College, Dublin. Let me first come to the Trinity College program. So under this program, students will complete 2 years in Thapar Institute, and after end of 2 years, if you have a CGPA of more than 7, you will be able to transfer to Trinity College and complete the rest of the program there. At the end of 4 years, Trinity College will award you a degree, and if some of you are interested, you can take a transfer. You can spend 1 more year in Trinity College and also get a master's degree from Trinity College. So it's a 2+2+1 program. There is a separate fee structure for this program right from the beginning. So please look in the prospectus for the fee structure. We have 40 students who can be admitted under this program, 25 in computer engineering, 5 in electronics and communication engineering, 5 in electronics and computer engineering, and another 5 in mechanical engineering. So up to 40 students can be admitted to this program. Besides this, we have a program with the University of Leeds. This program is only in the discipline of chemical engineering, and the students joining the chemical engineering program in Thapar Institute can transfer to University of Leeds, UK at the end of 2 years and complete their undergraduate engineering program from there. Besides this, if you spend, again, like in Trinity, if you spend 1 more year in Leeds, you can also get a master's degree from them. With them, we also have another program which is 4+1, which actually means if you decide to do all 4 years in Patiala, you have an assured admission to University of Leeds master's program, provided you meet the academic requirements. The first 2 students who go to this program are offered a £5,000 scholarship by University of Leeds. Also, 2 students, we are going to take only 5 students in this program. The two students who take the first 2 students in this program will be able to spend the summer of their first year in University of Leeds at no cost. Like in Trinity College, the credits earned in the first 2 years will be transferred to Leeds, and they will award the degree. There is a separate fee structure for this program. You can check the prospectus for details of the fees. We have a program with University of New South Wales. This program is in all branches except chemical engineering and biotechnology. And we have a 2+2 or a 3+2 program, which actually means you can do 2 years and do another 2 years in UNSW to get a UNSW award. You can also do this in a 3+2 mode, which means you do 3 years here and then 2 years in University of New South Wales. In such a case, we award the undergraduate degree and UNSW awards the postgraduate degree. In the case of Tel Aviv University, we have a 3+1+1 program in 3 branches: electronics and communication engineering, electronics and computer engineering, and also in biotechnology. So at the end of 3 years, students will transfer to Israel, Tel Aviv, and at the end of 1 year in Israel, we will award the undergraduate degree. 1 more year in Israel, you get the master's degree from Tel Aviv University. The advantage of the Tel Aviv University program is that this is very largely funded, so with very minimal cost coming on to the student. So the funding is both from TIET as well as Tel Aviv University. So the entire 4th year funding is taken care of vast majority of it by Thapar Institute. And the 5th year research funding is taken care of by a large scholarship by Tel Aviv University in this particular case. We have a program with the University of Toledo. This is specific to, I'm talking of biomedical engineering program in this case, where 20 students can actually transfer to University of Toledo at the end of 2 years and get a University of Toledo award at the end of 4 years. The great advantage of this program is that when you actually transfer to Toledo in the US in state of Ohio, you have an opportunity to work for 1 year in a co-op education mode, which is a paid internship, which significantly takes care of the costs that will come to you of staying in the US. Also, if you have a certain CGPA, which actually means an 8.5 or more in Thapar, you will get an $8,000 scholarship discount from University of Toledo. And if you have a CGPA of more than 7.5, you will get a $7,000 discount from University of Toledo in the programs you go in. We have, like UNSW, another program with Australia, which is University of Queensland, which is ranked in the top 50 in the world. Again, various options are available. A 2+2 actually means 2 years at Thapar and 2 years at UNSW, and they give you an undergraduate degree. A 3+1+1 actually means you spend 3 years in Thapar and then 2 years in University of Queensland. At the end of first year in Queensland, we give the undergraduate degree, and they give you the postgraduate degree after the 5th year. There is also a 3.5 plus 0.5+1, which means you can spend 3.5 years here, then 1 semester in University of Queensland, and we give away the undergraduate degree, and 1 year in, and then later you will get a postgraduate degree from University of Queensland. In all these programs, you will have to pay the fee that as appeared in the University of Queensland prospectus from year to year, and there is a separate fee structure for the Thapar program for this. So these are all the relationships that we have, and you at the end of this seminar, I'll be happy to answer any questions if you wish to.
So, Dr. S.S. Bhatti, I am again there with you that apart from these programs, we are also running the undergraduate programs in BA, BBA, and BSc honors under the Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences. So these are the various majors and minors which you can offer in BA, BBA, and BSc programs. So this is the eligibility conditions for getting admissions under liberal arts program of BA, BBA, and BSc. That is, the candidate must have passed 10+2 marks with at least 60% marks in aggregate of any 3 subjects. And out of those 3 subjects, 1 subject must be English. So please note it down. So once we are over with the UG programs, so these are the following PG programs which Thapar Institute is offering in the ME/MTech programs like chemical engineering, computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electronics instrumentation control, environmental science and technology, infrastructure engineering, power system, production engineering, software engineering, structural engineering. So most of the programs, most of the departments, those who are running the undergraduate program, they are offering 1 or 2 or maybe 3 programs in the master's program. So we are offering MSc programs also. You see, in 2007, when we were, by the time we were offering only the technology-based programs, in 2007, we started with the sciences program as well. That is MSc programs in biotechnology, biochemistry, chemistry, environment science, mathematics and computing, physics. And also we started with MA in clinical psychology. So these are the eligibility conditions that in ME/MTech program, we admit students on the basis of the GATE score. And first, of course, first preference we give to the students having the GATE qualified score and with at least 60% marks in their qualifying examination, that is their undergraduate degree. And whatever seats are left, they are filled up on the basis of the qualifying marks, on the basis of the examination of their qualifying exam. So in MCA, we are also offering 2-year program in MCA with 2 years duration. Students must have bachelor's degree in minimum 3-year duration in any discipline from a recognized university with at least 60% marks in aggregate. And mathematics, such students must have studied mathematics at 10+2 level. And similarly, MA psychology, we are offering the student must have a bachelor's degree in psychology or arts, science, allied sciences with at least 50% marks. And in MSc, candidates with must have a BSc degree that is under the program of 10+2+3 with minimum 60% marks. And I request all those who are aspiring for MSc program, they should go to the respective department regarding the respective program in MSc. So we are offering the PhD programs in all of the departments. We are offering the PhD programs, like in all departments, PhD programs are available. And for PhD eligibility, that candidate must have at least an ME MTech program with minimum 60% marks in their qualifying examination, or must have a GATE qualified score. Now, as regards scholarships are concerned, as you know that this year, for this session only, since we have changed the criteria of admission, so scholarships for BE Tech students, who will be admitted in 2020, they are under revision due to the change in the admission criteria. The revised norms will be updated soon on the website. So this revision in the eligibility condition is only for this session. So for this session, students admitted in 2020, we shall be putting the revised norms of scholarships for BE Tech students admitted in first year. So for ME MTech students, candidates with valid GATE score will receive a scholarship of 12,400 from AICT, that is MHRD. And apart from this 12,400, those who will be GATE students, we, Thapar Institute, from our own kitty, will be giving 5,000 rupees over and above this 12,400. So a student who is a GATE qualified and gets admission in Thapar Institute will have around 17,400 rupees as scholarship per month. And the students with valid GATE score who are not getting scholarship from the ICT, we shall be giving them 12,400 per month from our own kitty, own pocket, right? And those students of ME MTech who are non-GATE qualified, they will also get a scholarship of rupees 10,000 per month for 10 months in an academic year. And the condition is that they should have minimum 70% marks in the qualifying degree. And for continuation of scholarship in second year, minimum 8 CGPA at the end of first year will be required with no backlog. So these are the scholarships available for ME MTech students. And similarly, these are the MSc scholarships. And these scholarships are, details are available on the website. So I request all the students who are aspiring for ME MTech or MSc or MCA program, they must go to our scholarship link available on the website, and every detail is available there regarding scholarships is concerned. Then we have a dedicated employability skill development, which includes the group discussion, analytical skills, interviews, and other personality development classes. So students are empowered for their to enhance their analytical skills and interview skills and all other. We have a focused student counseling cell also, right? And a dedicated experiential learning center also, and entrepreneurship development cell also. So these are various societies which we are having in the Thapar Institute campus. There are roughly 50 societies in which the students can participate, and they can enjoy their evening times in participating in these societies. So this is the centrally located library, which is 24/7 open, and this library is having a sitting capacity of 1,000 students at a time, right? So then we have 1.25 lakh printed books available in this library, 35,000 e-books available in the library. So this is another glimpse of, this is a glimpse of the seating arrangement in the library. So other glimpse of the library. So this is how as regard the transport facilities available in the campus, because we are to provide the safety in the campus. So no power vehicles will be allowed in the campus. Only e-rickshaws are available for moving from one place to another place. We have a dedicated market available in the campus itself, and in this market you'll have a facility of laundry, salon, eateries, fruits and juice shop, mobile communication, and other accessory part in the complex, market complex. We have 2 branches of the banks. One is for SBI, other is one private bank, that is ICICI Bank. So this is a glimpse of your boys hostel at TIIT. This is the state-of-art hostel room kind of, and we have a gymnasium in almost all hostels. This is a dining area of the hostels. So all 24/7 Wi-Fi system is available in the hostels area, and excellent mess cutters to provide you the hygienic food. This is the girls' hostel. You see again the gymnasium, dining area, and the outer look of the girls' hostel. So these are TIIT star alumni also. I have given you some glimpse of, like Manjeet Singh Ji. He is 1972 electrical engineering batch. He is director design manufacturing at BAR. Rakesh Anand, who is CMD mechanic of the shipyard building, right? So this is Amandeep Gupta. So there are different, I have given you like Rajesh Uppal, who is the senior executive director, Maruti Suzuki India Limited. So apart from this, not only in the private sector, Thapar Institute graduates, they are clearing the IAS and PCS examination also. Like 1987 graduate Anirudh Tiwari, who is presently Principal Secretary Government of Punjab, Anurag Verma, who is also Principal Secretary Government of Punjab, Ashutosh Jindal, who is Joint Secretary Cabinet Secretariat, right? So there are so many, like Manoj Ahuja, who is IAS 86 graduate, and presently he is chairperson of CBS. So he's our own Thapar Institute alumni, 1986 graduate. Rohit Kansal is also Principal Secretary, the Ministry of J&K government. And this is Iqbal Chahal, who is Commissioner BMC, Mumbai. So there are so many others, like Inayat Gupta, who stood rank 1. She is an electronics and communication engineering graduate of 2014, and she stood first in Punjab civil services examination in 2015. So these are glimpses of, I have given some other glimpses also. Our students have stood at number 3, 19, 19, 76, 79, 230 at different timings. So this is the glimpse of the evening at Thapar Institute, a small glimpse of the life at in the evenings at Thapar Institute. So now, lastly, I will tell you that apply now. Last date is approaching, so it is 31st of July 2020. So this is all about from my side. So admission helpline. So this is the email ID for admission helpline. These are the various phone numbers available over here. These will be available from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. And for technical support also, you can send a mail to this email ID. And this number is also available from 10 to 6 p.m. Right? So this is all about from my side. So Dr. Maninder, now I will say that I am over from my slides and from my presentation. If students have any questions, any queries, they can ask. Dr. Maninder.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation, sir. So before we go into the Q&A session, I'd request the attendees to please fill up the poll that you're seeing on your screens right now. So this is particularly going to help us for the upcoming webinars, right? So in parallel, we'll just start with the Q&A session. So, so the first question is, now since 10+2 marks are only being used for admission to BE, since candidates will be from different education boards, so will there be any sort of a moderation that will be done to the 10+2 score to bring all of them together into one common platform?
The applicants who apply for TIIT are mostly from the CBSE board. Around 90 to 95% of the applications are received from the CBSE board. So this normalization process is not required in our case.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is the basic difference between BE and BTech? If any, which is better and which has future opportunities?
These are just two different nomenclature with no not much difference. AICT uses both of these nomenclatures. For AICT, for IITs they mostly use BTech, and other institutes like Thapar Institute we use BE and BTech both. So there is no much major difference in both of these.
Both are equivalent.
Right, sir. Sir, so I think this is a question for Maninder, sir. Sir, what is the difference between computer engineering, computer science engineering, and computer science and business engineering?
So, Dr. Maninder, sir.
These are the three variants of computing only. So from a recruitment perspective, there is no difference, because the company, when they come and visit our campus, they are going to ask for the students who have a domain know-how of computing. So all three, even electronics and computer engineering people will sit for the campus placement. So whosoever performs better, whether he is from CSBS or electronics and computer or computer engineering, they will get through. But having said that, there is a minor change in the syllabus also. The scheme of computer engineering has design projects, as well as it has some hardware projects and hardware courses also. Whereas in computer science, it's more application oriented. So it does not have that flavor. So computer science engineering is 1+3. That means 1 year the core engineering and 3 years totally dedicated to computing applications. Whereas computer engineering is very traditional, it is 2+2. So it has 2 years of engineering as well as some computing subjects, and then 2 years totally dedicated for computing subjects. Whereas CSBS is a new venture. We started with Tata Consultancy Services. So it has some business subjects also. So it is computing plus business. So this is the difference between all these three. But as I've said, from the perspective of getting job or getting into higher studies, there is no restriction on any of these branches.
Right, sir. Sir, is Derabasi campus at par with Patiala campus in terms of infrastructure and faculty, etc.?
Yes, the same faculty which teaches here is actually deputed there to teach the course of computer science engineering at Derabasi. And after second year, you are going to come to Patiala campus, and all the facilities, whatever are available at Patiala, is for Derabasi students as well. And also we have an extended internet facility. So whatever is there in the Patiala campus, it is shared between the Derabasi and Patiala campus. Even the library, books, everything is shared on the same portal.
Right, sir. Sir, is it possible to correct the application form as one of the applicants wants to change the first choice from ECE to CSE? So is that possible?
Yes, it is possible before the last date, which is 31st of July. You are requested to please send across an email to technical_support@thapar.edu for that.
Right, sir.
Your application number and the change you want to be updated.
Right, sir. Yeah. Okay.
In fact, preference order can be changed by the candidate itself. When you log in into your portal, you will see the option to change the branch preference. You can change it by yourself. If you want to change other than branch preference order, you can send across an email to technical support.
Right, sir. So this is a question I think towards Ajay Batish, sir. Sir, is it useful to go into automobile directly, or should I go for mechanical and then choose some course for automobile?
Just wait. We are calling Dr. Ajay Batish.
Oh, okay.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, the question is it, yeah.
Can you repeat?
Yes, sir. Is it useful to go into automobile directly, or should I go for mechanical and then choose some course for automobile?
See, the program that we offer at Thapar mechanical engineering as well as mechatronics engineering has a very heavy focus on automobile engineering. Both offer courses in the area of automobile engineering, and in fact, going by the placements that we have been seeing in the past several years, most of our students actually work in either automobile companies or in automobile components manufacturing companies, right? Their project semesters also, which is the industry internship, is also in the area of automobile. So mechanical engineering, in my view, is a mother branch, and automobile engineering is just a sub-segment of it. So if you're doing mechanical engineering, you'll automatically be trained in the field of automobile engineering. We have an elective stream towards automobile, which you can always choose and then specialize in automobile engineering.
Right, sir. Sir, what is the basic mindset that one should have while doing mechanical engineering?
Well, if you like machines, if you like to work on shop floor, if you want to design physical products and work with physical things, right? Large, major equipment, something which is all around you. If you like cars, if you like automobiles, then mechanical engineering is the field for you.
Right, sir. Sir, previous year there was a course CS plus MBA. What happened to it? While filling the form, it was not showing up in the selected courses.
You've discontinued it, that program.
Okay, sir. Sir, I've done my schooling from Chandigarh, but I have a residence certificate of Punjab. Will I be considered in Punjab quota?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, sir. So there is a question. Many people are saying that the scope of mechanical is reducing and the future of it is not good due to AI and other tech. Is this true?
Absolutely untrue. AI is actually going to be used in mechanical engineering anyway. See, manufacturing cannot go away unless you manufacture parts, unless you produce parts. What are you going to use in life, right? So mechanical engineering is a mother branch, like civil, like mechanical and electrical. They will never fade away. This much only I can say. Right? AI and all are actually new techniques which are all coming in. They will be extensively used in all these branches, but the branch as such will never fade away.
Okay. So we've got some participants who want to ask a question and raise their hands. So Bhumika Jain. Bhumika. Okay. Tanmay. Yeah, Bhumika, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the father of Bhumika Jain.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Are you listening me?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
My daughter got a 90.33% marks in PCM aggregate. Is there any chance to get a computer branch, Dera Bassi or Patiala campus?
Very bright chances. At Patiala campus itself.
90.33% PCM.
95.33?
No, 90.33.
90.33. Only Dera Bassi campus.
Okay, sir. Okay,
thank you, sir.
Yes, hello.
Tanmay, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Tanmay Father speaking.
Yeah, please, sir.
My son has got 92 marks in PCM. He's from outside Punjab. So can he get in computer science in Dera Bassi or Patiala?
Yes,
at Dera Bassi she can get.
Okay.
And at Patiala, I think she may get electronics and computer also.
Okay, but in Dera Bassi he can get computer science, right?
Yeah, certainly.
And there is one more point because there is still pending JEE Mains and JEE Advanced exams. And if he gets some another option after JEE Advanced or JEE Mains, can he migrate in between the course from your college?
Migrate means you want to transfer to another institution?
Yeah, just you are starting from 1st of September, and it may be possible JEE Advanced results comes in October or November, whatever it is. So can he migrate at that time to that college?
He says he wants to transfer in October or November because admission.
See, you can anytime withdraw your admission. Refund policy is always there. If you want to switch to any other institute, you can definitely go.
We can switch to another college.
Yes.
At any time, and right.
Dear sir, it is the prerogative of that particular institute whether they want to get you in on the basis of migration or not. It's not from our side. So our side, you can withdraw the seat and go to anywhere, but that host institute should accept you as the candidate.
No, just if they have started a new session later in October or November.
I don't think he's talking of migration. He's talking of if he gets admission to another place, can he go? Yes, you can go, sir.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You can go for it. There is no problem with your college.
No. Why should we have a problem?
No. And what will be the refund? Is there any will be refund policy?
There is the prospectus, sir. Please, you can go into the details.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It's available on the website.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sir, how will the discrepancy in marks between ISC, CBSE and state boards be normalized as they have different difficulty levels?
See, as answered earlier as well, the application we receive are mostly from the CBSE board. Around 90 to 95% are applicants from the CBSE board. So there is no requirement of normalization in this case.
Right, sir. So we'll just allow Siddharth Behel. Siddharth. Okay. Chirag Walia. Yeah, please go ahead, Chirag.
Sir, I have got 93% in my PCM boards. Can I get computer science? And I'm from outside Patiala.
Outside Punjab, you mean, right?
Yes, sir.
At the 93%, maybe in the last round of the counseling, you can expect computer engineering at Patiala campus.
In the third round of counseling.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Let's go with Ashmita. Ashmita.
Hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I am Ashmita's father, and I want to ask his dad. She got 84.5% in PCM, and she is from inside Punjab. Will she get CS in Thapar University?
You can expect CS at ABET campus and electronics and computer at Patiala campus.
Okay. And one thing more, after first counseling, when we submit the whole fees, and in the second counseling, will we get the chance to upgrade our branch or not?
See, this is for all the applicants. Only the candidates who have been offered admission in the first round and those who deposit the fee will only be considered for the subsequent counselings.
Okay, so if so as you were saying, if we submit the fees in the first counseling, only then we are available for the second counseling, right?
For the fee, then you will not be considered for upgradation.
Okay, thank you so much.
Professor Bhatia, as most of the questions are based on their marks, so can you give some generalized information to all the participants, because there are almost 500 questions related to whether I will get admission or not. So if you can some generalized.
See, Dr. Maninder, since we are doing admissions on the basis of 10+ to PCM for the first time, 100% seats are on the basis of PCM first time. So no.
That's fine, but as we are answering that 85 you will get, so we can have some kind of a logic. I'm not saying that currently we can give them.
I don't think so, Maninder.
Professor Maninder, it will be impossible to give a speculative figure right now.
But then
because we have really no history.
Okay. I'll tell the people that it's a time-bound webinar, so we'll have another half an hour for them to have the question. So whatever question we'll take for another half an hour, we'll be able to answer. Rest, our technical team or admission team will come back to them.
Dr. Marinder, maybe after 31st July, we may be able to answer this kind of questions. But before that, it will be very difficult.
Right now, it's purely speculative, right? We really have no history or previous information to give this kind of judgment on this.
Okay, Dipto, you can skip those kind of questions, and if there is some other pertinent questions regarding this webinar, kindly go ahead.
Sure, sir. Sir, what is the difference between electronics and communication engineering and electronics and computer engineering?
The electronics and communication engineering is the parent branch, and it is being run by electronics and communication engineering department. And electronics and computer is new avatar which has come up based on the industry surveys which we did, from where we know that there is industry who wants people to have acumen in electronics as well as in computers. So that's how we started this. So this is a new venture, and we are already seeing very good results with computer electronics and computer students. So because they already have know-how of computing, and they will be able to sit for the computer kind of a companies which require a know-how of computer as well as electronics. So this is kind of win-win situation for students as well as industry who wants people in that kind of skill set.
Right, and Manindra, placement scenario is very good for electronics and computer.
Yes. Yes.
About 100% students of electronics and computer have got the placements.
Right, sir. Sir, if we had already registered for admissions, do we have to make another registration for counseling session?
No, that is not required.
Right, sir. Just going through the question, we almost have 1,700 questions, and most of the questions are just based on, I've got this % marks, will I get in? Sir, I've entered my +2 marks wrong. Do I have a chance to clear it again?
No, see, you must have filled the your +2 details like your roll number, admit card ID, and school ID. So we will ourselves fetch the result from CBSE side.
Right, sir. Sir, I've completed my diploma in Thapar Polytechnical College. I want to take BTech LEET admissions. Yeah. For this, do I need to give the LEET exam?
No entrance test is required. As I told you that you will get the admission on the basis of your diploma marks directly. You should have minimum 60% marks in your diploma.
Counseling is on 17th of July.
17th of July.
Yes.
Right. Sir, what all international university is there for foreign exchange?
If you have gone through the webinar, we listed all the universities where we have exchange programs.
Right.
You want me to list them again?
No, I'm sure they can go back and look again, sir. So which laptop is recommended for computer science and engineering?
My dear, for the first year, don't worry about laptop. First of all, concentrate on your first 10 subjects, which are the base in the first year. And you can have any good configuration starting from i5 or i7, whatever you can afford. But it is not compulsory or mandatory at Thapar to have a laptop in the first year. So because most of the courses are being done at this point in time also on online. So if you at your home, you have a desk with good internet connectivity, that is sufficient enough to have your online classes and everything will be fine.
Right, sir. Sir, what is the difference between biotechnology and biomedical engineering?
See, biomedical engineering program is more focused towards biomedical instrumentation, whereas biotechnology program is more biology oriented. Right?
Right, sir. Sir, if a student has given his papers for rechecking and it's waiting for the final results, then what will be the solution if the final results do not come by 31st?
See, revaluation results, if they are out before the admissions, we'll consider them, otherwise we cannot do.
15th September. Last counseling.
See, before our counseling, if your results are declared by CBSE and you bring it back to us, we will look into it, otherwise there is nothing.
Right, sir. Sir, what kind of jobs are generally offered to ECE graduates?
Well, mostly IT related, right? And also in companies like Siemens and ST Microelectronics, which are more communication focused industries, right? So
yeah, you have Cadence, you have Synopsys, you have ST Microelectronics, as Professor said. So these are the companies which come on campus for specifically for electronics and communication engineering. And there are other lots of companies. We have 350 companies visiting the campus. So there is no dearth of company. If you have score good and you are able to clear your interview round, definitely you are going to get a very good job.
Right, sir. So do we need to pay the hostel fees as most of the semester will go online?
No.
No hostel fee. Sir, is there any fees concession for single parent child?
No.
Right, sir.
But there are some scholarships available as based on income. If your income is less than a certain amount, if you can do your prospectus, there are some. On our website, you can see them.
Right, sir. Sir, what amount of money do we have to pay at the time of admission?
Yeah, admission fee plus the first semester fee. Admission fee is 23,000 and the first semester fee is, for example, for computer science, it is 184,200.
Right, sir. Sir, is there any particular difference between Patiala and Derabasi campus?
No, nothing much significant, except for 2 different locations, nothing else. The course is same, the program is same, the same teachers from Patiala go and teach there. So in terms of academics, there is no difference. In terms of location, yes.
Right, sir. Sir, has the UGC granted its permission to start the new academic session?
See, UGC guidelines are for conducting the examination, which should be done by September 2020. We are already done with that. So there are no such guidelines from the UGC to start the new session.
Right, sir. So do we have any reservation for Kashmiri migrants?
For JNK migrants, the seats are filled by Department of Technical Education, Punjab. There is only one seat in the preferred branch only. So you need to apply there. You should browse the DT website regularly for any updates regarding that.
Department of Technical Education, Punjab.
Right. So we've got Sandeep Kumar who wants to ask a question. Sandeep.
So just I've got 2 or 3 small questions, and some of them are already answered, so I will not go for that. One is, the hostel fee, which is indicated on your website. Does it include mess charges as well?
No, mess charges are extra, which is around 15,000 per semester.
Okay, fine. And second, even though I think couple of times Professor Maninder Singh has explained about distinction between various branches, I would suggest, or maybe you can guide, is there any document on the website where I can go through at my own pace a distinction between various branches of computer science?
Yes, Sandeep Kumarji, we have the course schemes available for all these variants. So you can look at the course scheme and understand. If you have still any query, you can send the request to us. We'll clarify that.
Okay. And the last question, sir, I think there's some confusion, maybe just my ignorance. The fee which is shown as a 184,000 for CS, is it per annum or per semester?
Per semester, sir.
Per semester. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, is there any float option between the 3 rounds of counseling?
So your admission is floating. If you have filled the fee in the first round, you will be considered for other rounds.
Right, sir.
Till you freeze your seat.
Right, sir. Sir, can I be able to change my branch after completion of 1 year in Thapar?
After completion of 1 year Thapar, you can change your branch on the basis of your CGPA in first year, but that would be against the vacant seats only.
Right, sir. All right, Sapan S, please go ahead and ask your question, yeah?
Yeah, hi, good evening to all. See, my question is pertaining to the scholarship. So, since you have not formalized the agenda for scholarship grant, so just wanted to check with you in case like my son has got 96% aggregate in his 12th. So, apart from the marks, is there any other factor which will enable us to get the scholarship, or will the scholarship be primarily premised on the marks of the student?
See, because of this revised criteria, we are still in process of in revising the scholarship policy. That would be out in next couple of days on our website, so you can go through that.
Okay, sir. And my second question, you have advertised that you are an MBA accredited, institution. So when I went to the NBA site, I saw your, traditional computer engineering in the tier 1, list of accreditation, and the other CSC was coming under tier 2. So I just want to understand what is this, dual certification which has been published by NBA website.
Sir, actually, this NBA tier mechanism, see, we are a tier 1 institute, and all of our programs under tier 1 accredited by NBA. CSC is a new branch which we have started. So we can only fill the application once the 3 years have passed in that particular branch. So after this, we are going to apply, and surely it will get accredited based on our infrastructure, based on our faculty, based on our curricula and everything. So based on all those 10 criteria of NBA, we know that we qualify and we are going to get it. But there is a restriction from NBA that new program can only get accredited once you are three years into that program.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Right. Sir, can a student put his SAT score to get some advantage in the admission process?
There's no advantage for SAT.
Right, sir. So we'll go with Anisha. Anisha Kang.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead and ask your question, yeah?
Yeah, thank you so much. So good evening, everybody. I had two questions. One is, do you have any quota for girls also, or it is only merit?
Only merit, sir.
Okay, that is one. And secondly, what I want to know is in some of the boards, I mean, yes, it's all CBSE, but some states, they had only 2 exams, and some states, they have conducted 4 to 5 exams. And the marks, maybe there'll be some, will there be any normalization, or it's going to be only merit? Because, for example, I think some state, they only conducted 2 exams and the rest everything was given on the internal marks. But some people, they appeared for 4 to 5 exams and they got all the results from the board. So is there going to be any normalization or no?
No normalization as required earlier as well, because around 95% of the applicants are from CBSE board. So we will consider the marks as it is.
Okay, and last question, sir. Sorry, maybe third question. So we belongs to Punjab. We have everything. I mean, property and relatives and domicile there. But we are out of Punjab for many years now. So my daughter, she did her 12th from Tamil Nadu. So will it be considered in Punjab or outside Punjab?
You can apply for Punjab residency certificate in any of the Suvidha center. So if you have that Punjab residency certificate, you will be considered for general Punjab category.
Okay.
So make out your domicile, Punjab domicile certificate.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Next, going to Jay Kumar. Okay. Dev Ahuja, if you want to ask a question. Okay, let me ask one of the questions. Sir, will you consider the technical vocational subject mark automatically, as I have not filled any technical vocational subject in my application?
So there was a lot of background in your question.
Yeah,
So,
I'll just repeat.
Vocational subject is already displayed on the website. So while preparing the PCM merit, if student has better marks in any technical vocational subjects compared to chemistry, then that subject will be considered in place of chemistry.
So it will be done automatically, sir?
Yes, automatically.
Automatic.
Right. That's the thing. Okay. Let's go with Anish. Anish Khoshla.
This is Dev Ahuja.
Yeah, Anish. Please
Yeah.
go.
Hi, sir. So if a student has more percentile than me in JEE, but I have scored more than him/her in boards, so will I get the upper hand or will I get the admission?
JEE percentile will be considered only in case of tie. Say two students have same score, same PCM score 98%, then the student having better percentile in JEE Main January exam will be considered higher in the merit.
And so what if what if two students have scored the same marks in boards, but one of the student has not appeared for January JEE Mains?
Then the one student who has appeared in January will be placed higher in the merit.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Allow Dev Ahuja to ask, please.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. See, Dev Ahuja is outside Punjab and got 95.2% in CBSE and did not appear for JEE Mains in January and interested in the international program of Dublin. So I want to ask if the international program, how does it have an edge over the program of Patiala? I'm studying all 4 years at Patiala. How does the international program compare with the local program?
The international program is our own program as well. But there are always students who want to go and study abroad and get a different flavor, right? So both the programs are great, and it's choice of the individual student to take up whichever program he likes. So if you want to take up the Dublin program, it is doing very, very well. Students have done extremely well in the after studying in Dublin for the last 4 years, since we have this relationship with them. But that does not any way undermine our own program. Our program is as great. It's just the individual choice of the student, who some of them who might want to go and study abroad. That's it.
Okay, is the admission criteria for Dublin program is the same as the local program, whatever has been discussed in this webinar?
The admission criteria is the same. The admission criteria is the same, just the difference in the fee.
And do you also assist in placement of students who have studied from Dublin, or the Dublin University will do that?
No. Once you transfer to Dublin, I'm student of Trinity College Dublin, and then they take care of all the graduation responsibilities, which includes placements.
Right, sir. Okay. Let me go with Manan Chug. Yes, Manan, please go ahead. Hello? Yeah. Let's go with Deepak. Yeah, please go ahead, please.
Sir, I have scored aggregate 94% in boards, class 12 boards.
And percent, JEE percent.
JEE percent. This is Harshit Arora. This is Harshit Arora's father, Deepak Arora. My son has scored 94.3 in boards exam in PCM, and in JEE, which was conducted in January 2020, he scored 90.1. So will he be getting the admission in your Patiala campus in CS?
Chances are good to get one of the engineering branches like computer engineering or computer science at Patiala campus.
At first counseling itself?
Might not be possible in first counseling, but yes, by third round of counseling, we can expect it.
Okay, sir. And my second question.
All the attendees need to understand one thing. Today is 14 July and we have last date till 31st July. So there are more than almost double the application which you are expecting to pour in. So we are not able to give you the exact answers.
No,
but
that is right, sir.
Yeah. So, but based on our know-how, I think in the first or second round, it may not be possible with this score. But maybe after the third round, there are some chances that he will get some computing branch here.
Okay, fine.
Provided you secure a seat in the first round. Otherwise, you lose the opportunity of computing there.
Okay, I have to score in the first round itself. I have to deposit the fees in the first round itself.
Secure a seat.
Provided you deposit the fee in the first round, whatever branch you get. If you will not be depositing the fee, then in second and third, not
for upgradation.
And my second question is, sir, if we opt for this, you're saying foreign relationship, you have with universities in foreign, and I deposit fees for that also. And my son does not score as per your criteria 7.5 or whatever it is. So after 2 years, that will be refunded, or do I have to deposit according to my Indian?
See, if your ward does not meet the academic requirements, or because of some reason you yourself want to withdraw from the program, you can continue to study at Thapar Institute at the fee applicable in Thapar Institute in that year. The only difference would be that, when you take a international program, then at a much lower score, you might probably get a computer engineering, much lower merit, I mean, right? So what we will do is, we will ask your ward to go back to a branch which he or she would have normally got with his score this year, right? That's the only difference that will happen.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipto. Last couple of questions, then we'll have all other questions answered through emailer of ours. The reason it's already 1912, so we'll finish it by 1920. Okay.
Right, sir. So we'll just allow Manya Gupta. Manya Gupta, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, this is Neeraj Gupta. I'm the father of Manya Gupta.
Yeah.
We belong to Punjab, but we are staying right now. My daughter has passed outside Punjab. My point was first thing is she has got aggregate of 94. But if I take physics, chemistry, and maths, okay, then it is coming 94. But she has opted for information practices also. That is a vocational. So will it be automatically taken, or should I fill it again? Because she got less marks in chemistry, so it will be automatically, or
it will be automatic, and marks in information practices will be considered, and by preparing the merit, you need not to do anything. It will be automatic.
This means physics, maths, and information practices marks will be taken. So that comes to 94.6 something. So is there any chance to get admission in Dera Bassi, like computer science?
Yes, there is a good chance.
Okay. And sir, any preference for the girl candidates?
No, unfortunately, no, sir.
Okay, but Dera Bassi we can hope for the best, right?
Yes, definitely.
And sir, on Patiala also there are chances?
Yeah. In third counseling, you may get in Patiala also.
Okay, and sir, on 5th, there will be online counseling. So how we will know that it will be intimated to us before, or what will be the criteria of online counseling?
Sir, you will get an SMS, an email, and the cutoff list will be displayed on the website.
Okay, and the fees once selected, if the fees is requirement, then it will be online, or we have to come personally, it will be
online, sir. There will be account number given, details given. You can just transfer the fee to that account.
And first semester fees will be taken, right? And the admission fee.
Semester plus the admission fee.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, will the university help students financially to go for abroad to study?
No, sir.
No.
But there are some discounts which are given by the host university. Like I mentioned.
Right. Definitely, sir. You've talked about it.
Tel Aviv has some scholarships. Trinity College gives some discount, which could be between 10 and 15% of the tuition fee. So we have worked out some agreements with all the host universities in this case. So whatever is given by that university will be passed on.
Right, sir. So let me ask one of the participants to ask a question. Yeah. Mr. Ball, please go ahead and ask your question. Okay, let's go with Soumya. Soumya Datta. Okay, yeah, Soumya. Or Mr. Bal, do you want to ask a question? You can please ask. Okay, so we'll go with Geeta. Yeah, Geeta Madan.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Inji.
My question is about the sport round, which takes place after 3 counseling sessions. So could you please guide me what exactly happens in that round? And with 93.5%, should we have hope in that round as well for Patiala campus?
93.5 you can probably take in the first round itself. What do you want to wait for fourth round?
Sir, the percentage is such 93.5 PCM, Patiala.
Yes, 93.5 PCM.
So, I expect you are from outside Punjab, right?
Yes, sir, Delhi.
Delhi. So, with score of 93.5, maybe by the end of in the third round, you can expect it at Patiala campus. And if you are still able to get it in the third round, your question started with what is the fourth round. So
why would you get only the third round? You get a division in the first round. It's only computer science if you want, then there is a problem. See, if you want any other branch, you will get it in the first round itself.
Yeah.
So that is our first preference actually.
Okay.
So what you can do, beta, you can get the branch, pay the fee, don't freeze your seat. You will be floating and automatically you will move up the ladder as and when the merit list is getting prepared.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more question I have, sir, about the foreign collaboration, sir. It was mentioned that we can make a choice after 2 years of completion of the course, and the fees has to be paid right from the beginning of the program. Is that what was sir explained in the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, you have to pay a differential fee right from the first year itself. But a differential fee is not the fee of the host of the partner university. That is our fee, which is typically about 1.5 times our normal fee. That's a differential.
All right. Sir, then do we have the choice after 2 years of completion of the program, or in the beginning itself we have to decide?
Now you can make that call that you want to join that institution.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So I think we'll just go for one more question. Sir, I want admission in BTech Biotechnology 3+2 with Tel Aviv. What is the procedure for the above program?
You have to be top of the class to go there. It is fully funded. There is literally nothing which student needs to pay in this program, but they will not accept any student unless you are the top 5% of the class.
Right, sir. I think that's all the time we have, and I think we'll be we still have around 2,000, almost 2,100 questions but unfortunately with the time constraint, it is not possible. So this is all the time. So I would request all the participants to please go and visit our website, that is thapar.edu, or you can also visit admissions.thapar.edu. Or again, our marketing team will definitely get back to you with all the questions. So on behalf of Thapar, I would definitely like to thank everybody who's joined us throughout the course of this long webinar. We are very sorry for the technical glitch, but that's what happens. So I'd like to thank the Deputy Director, Dr. Ajay Batish, and Dr. S.S. Bhatia, the Dean of Academic Affairs, and also the administration staff who's been here to help us with the questions related to admissions. I'd also like to put forward a special thanks to Dr. Maninder Singh, the head of the Computer Science and Engineering Department, for being such a wonderful host and answering all the computer science related questions.
Special thanks to our registrar also, who is sitting over
Yes.
here.
Again, we also have our registrar sir sitting with us. So it's definitely a glad to have him on board. So again, no webinar or a gathering would ever be successful without the core, that is you guys. So I'll again like to thank all the attendees for making this webinar a success. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you or your ward at Thapar. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Dipto, we are thankful to you also for so nicely handling all the questions and all.
Thank you. Thank you so
much. Thank you very much, Dipto.
All right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Maninder. Thanks, Dipto.
Special thanks to Maninder Singh also.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.
Special thanks to AR Academics, Monish Bansal also, who is assisting us.
Right, sir.
Bye.
All right. See you. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye.